So on Friday, Donald Trump has been interviewed by Joe Rogan on his podcast. So how this will really affect Donald Trump's election. I mean, we got less than a week to go. So that's pretty much crazy, right? So Donald Trump hoping that he might get some of his young voters. I mean, Joe Rogan's followers, those are young people. So he might get those voters in his favor. So that's the reason he has been to his podcast. But again, will this really help Donald Trump to get some votes on his favor? And also, Joe Rogan wants to even have a podcast with Kamala Harris. So, but she didn't agree yet. So, but we'll be waiting and watching at any time soon, probably before the election. If she goes, probably the game might be changing. Now, everyone is really coming out, even Michelle Obama, Barack Obama, Beyonce, they're coming out, and Eminem, they're coming out and speaking in the favor of Kamala Harris. But on Donald Trump's side, he has a very clear picture what really America wants. He speaks on the podcast very clear that important points of the nuclear threat the world is facing, that he's speaking very clear, and the border control that America really has to take control, that he's speaking very clear. And also, he still believes that uh, he won 2020 election and that was rigged. He believes that. But honestly, I have no say in this because we never know what happened behind the scene, or it was he just believes this and the reality was everything was fair. This can be highly possible. And this we can never ever say because he is telling there was a corruption. It was a corruption. That means something was rigged. With 22,000 votes, the election was rigged. So I kind of I have no say in this, but I can say one thing for sure. If he's elected the president of the United States in this 2024 on this November 5th, then the things might be probably changing because he is putting every drop of his sweat in this campaigning and rallying around the United States so that he might get votes and votes and votes. So that this is the most important election what's happening in the United States, and never ever this kind of stuff happened ever before. So that's what really Bill Gates says. That's the reason he really donated $50 million because he says this time, this election is way too different. So that's usually Bill Gates is really out of the politics. And now he came out, he is supporting Kamala Harris. So he believes that this election is different. So even Trump believes that it's way too different because he's 78 years old. And by the time he will finish his presidency, if he's elected, he'll be 82 years old. But Kamala Harris, she still has a chance to get on to to stand for presidency for United States probably in 2028. So that being said, I think Joe Rogan's podcast might be helping, or probably might be getting few voters on his favor, because all he spoke was America's problem, how to fix America's problem. That's the reason he came on this podcast, because until now, by the time I'm recording this video, the podcast got over 25 million views and over 1 million likes. So that's pretty much solid, very, very solid. 25 million is not a joke. But again, we can never say 25 million where he got from United States or it was some foreigners. This is kind of mixed on YouTube. So here for 10-15 million for sure Americans watch this. And from that, I think even if he gets 1 million votes, that would really help him a lot. So Donald Trump hoping that he might get some votes on his side. So that's the reason he is coming out with all these ideas and all. But honestly, he has a very clear plan for America. But till now, I have never heard Kamala Harris speaking a clear plan for America. Of course, she's speaking something here and there, but not so clear about what she wants for America, because she was telling, I don't know yet. So that's a different picture. So after watching this, I decided that, so I came on a conclusion that Trump has a very clear plan. So even if I hate him or love him, doesn't matter, but I go what is fair. So just let me know in the comment below, what do you think, why he did this podcast, and do you think this podcast will really benefit him, or really just it's for nothing? So let me know in the comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and help this channel to grow more and more. So it'll be really appreciated. Thank you, and probably see you in the next video.